Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 how's it going? Yeehaw! Another day in paradise. Where's that picture? There's the picture. There. I was looking for the cover picture. So, hey, Fancy Lou Who? Michael explained to me. I noticed we've got you on the books for every month this year. So, hey, Shirley. So, is this a grandma silent auction for each month? Is that how this is going to work? Because I was trying to figure it out. Which would be really cool. Ah, okay. I was just curious how that was working. So I didn't know if there was a solid auction for 9 months. Okay. Cool. I didn't wash my hair today, so it's not quite fixed. It's just sitting on my head today. Tried spiking it the other day, and I wasn't thrilled with it. Where is my Cindy Lou Who? Them breakups. Ooh, it's gonna be fun. The girl on this cover has got a chest and a half compared to the rest of her body. Just saying, she looks like a Dolly Parton. Vinci, is my noise too loud? 10 months. But she does. I mean, I'm looking at the dress and she's just like, it's like two milk jugs hanging there covered in red. And then her waist is like in some kind of cincher. It's Neener Beaner. Nina, what are you getting to watch the video on tonight? Oh, I got my blanket on, y'all. It's my electric throw. And I had turned it on because it's like 66 degrees in here. Nina, did you bring your hot flash kit? You know when Michael James is in the house, you need your hot flash kit. No matter if I talk dirty or not, Michael James is in the house. We need hot flash kits, girls. I left my toy in the other room. Damn it. You girls forgot to remind me to get my toy. I got my drink. He's over there on the desk. Yeah, I know it's cold. I wonder if he's cut that thermostat down. This is my office. I actually have a desk right next to me. And it was 68 in here all day, and it usually gets up to about 70, 72. Ooh, yes, toys. I'll have to bring my toys next time. I didn't bring my toys. So, Michael, so that you know, for since it's going to be a monthly thing for a while, hot flash kits are needed for those real hot and dirty scenes that I read, and they consist of something to drink, whether it be wine or tea, like I got tonight. A fan if you have it, and I don't think I need it tonight. What else, girls? Oh, toys in case you need it. Leave if you need them. Just whatever is necessary to get you through the hot flash. Charged up and ready to go. Oh, hell no, Vincey. Kind of like that shock collar my boss was wanting me to have just to keep me working. All right, y'all's about ready. Okay, so let's go ahead and show the cover. There's Cindy Lou Who. There's your cover. Hot home. It's called Grandma's Silent Auction for January. No, because if you guys had the control for my toys, I'd never be able to reach those male voices. So you got a choice: either help me come or get me to reach the low voices. So totally up to you. All right, y'all ready? Let's get this party on the road. All right. Chapter 1, Sierra. I have my very own clothing boutique outside the city. I design most of the clothing myself. I grew up around the clothing industry. The famously known MV clothing brand was started by my grandma, Millie Verbank. She made a name for herself, and I have the same ambition as her. I started studying fashion at a very young age. I became obsessed once my grandma dragged me along to a fashion show. I was probably 5 or 6 at the time. After that is when I started spending my weekends drawing designs, messing with fabrics, and draping materials over a mannequin instead of playing with dolls. If I had a girlfriend over for a sleepover, I always dressed her up for a fashion show. Looking back at it today, my sketchbook holds many horrible drawings. Half of them, I have no idea what they were supposed to be. I remember my grandma always telling me they were wonderful designs. I hold on to those drawings for the simple fact that my grandma stood behind me. She never once discouraged me, and that is a blessing in itself. She built my confidence over the years without ever noticing. She doesn't take any credit for leading me into the fashion world, but she should. Although my grandma and I share a love for designing, making, and selling our line of clothing, we don't share the same opinions in much else. For example, she thinks I should have my boutique inside the city. I don't like this city. She believes I should vote, but I don't really understand politics, so why bother? She thinks I should separate myself from my old friends because they aren't rich. Her belief is that rich people are the ones who buy designer clothes, not the poor. If the poor do it, it's because it was a gift or found at the secondhand shop. The rich are the ones who advertise your brand, she always says. I, on the other hand, think anyone who wears my clothing is advertising the MV brand. Since she has stepped away and is enjoying retirement, she doesn't realize that I don't just cater to the rich anymore. I have a line that I call the more affordable rack. It's not made any cheaper. I just cut the price willingly. I am barely making any money off of it, but $5 is a profit in my eyes. I am minding my own business, hanging the new shipment on the rack when Porter gets my attention. Psst. I look up and he's by the front window. The eagle has landed. I giggle. Oh boy, there is not one, but 2 limousines. Okay, I get it now. I'm sorry. Uh, the eagle has landed. I giggle. Oh boy, there's not one but two limousines. She's just here to pick up the dress, so don't stress. The door chimes as her bodyguard opened the front door. My grandma has money and she likes to flaunt it. She wears a black hat with white fur around the edge. It matches perfectly with her white fur coat. Her sunglasses are dark and too big for her face. I giggle to myself when she whips them off her face. Darling, why are you doing the racks while he watches out the window? You do too much on your own. I'm fine, Grandma. She glances around my boutique as she takes off her leather gloves. She snaps her fingers at Porter, wanting him to take her coat. He hurried over to her to be her servant. I go to her to give her a hug. I am so very excited for this evening. Hurry up, Sierra, and show me this dress for the silent auction. It's in the back. I'll go and get it. You are not just going to bring it out on a hanger, are you? You must model it for me. Why? It's not like I'm wearing it. Do you need help getting into it? I shake my head. No. Scoot, we don't have all day. I shake my head no for saying I don't want to put it on. However, since I have not seen it on a human body, it might be best to try it on. I take the dress out of the protective plastic bag. Damn, I did a hell of a job on this gown. It took me 2 months to get it the way I envisioned. I love it. The dark red is eye-catching. The front is very revealing at both top and bottom, while the back adds to the total beauty. The fabric is soft and elegant. The price tag would scream MV if it were going on the sales floor. I slip into the dress and go out to the showroom. My grandma clasps her hands in excitement. You, my sweet girl, are going to be the talk of the party. Every girl there is going to wish she were you. Every man is going to wish he was the one to kiss you when the clock strikes midnight. Grams, I am not wearing this dress to the New Year's Eve party. It's for the silent auction. You, my dear, are wearing it. She opens her purse and hands me an envelope. This is your itinerary for the rest of the day. I'll see you later at the party. She snaps her fingers at Porter again. He gets her coat and holds it open. Don't disappoint me, Sierra. I frown. I don't want to wear this dress. The second my grandma goes out of the front entrance and the door shut, Porter is ripping the envelope out of my hands. He reads it out loud. Spa, lucky girl. Nails, hair, makeup, blah, blah. Oh, dear. You are not going to like the next one. What is it? Waxing the works. Ouch for you. What else? Take Porter with you. I roll my eyes. Just kidding. No, you're not. You know damn well I'm not going alone. But the clothes sign in the window while I get put the clothes sign in the window while I get changed. When I arrive at my grandma's mansion, the driver helps me out of the car. Porter is a smartass and holds out his arm for me to take. We reach the door and the butler lets us in without question. We don't need to check in as he knows who I am. I stop anyway. I need to know if Hunter has shown up yet. Samuel, has Hunter Bloom arrived yet? No, ma'am, he hasn't. I don't see him on the guest list. Well, put him on it. He's my boyfriend. Yes, ma'am. Porter and I check out the silent auction before entering the backyard, where my grandma had outdone herself on setting up the party tent. Even though it's the last day of December, it's warm inside. I give my coat to the attendant before going in further. Money can get you anything. You'd never know this was a tent. Look at that stage. The dance floor is probably... Okay, so this is Porter talking. Okay. Money can get you anything. You'd never know this was a tent. Look at that stage. The dance floor is probably better than the floors of my apartment. A live band? If I forget to mention it later, this is the best New Year's Eve party I have ever attended. You think that's impressive? Wait until the fireworks go off at midnight. Porter sticks to my side all evening, thank God. I haven't seen Hunter at all. I've called and texted him, and he hasn't responded back. I have no idea why he hasn't shown up yet. He knew this night was important to me, and with my dress being in the auction. My grandma does this party every year, but I never wanted to do the auction before. It hurts he has stood me up and is ignoring me. We've been together a year. You would think he'd have respect for my feelings and tell me he didn't want to come. I would have understood since he doesn't like Grams and she really doesn't like him. Porter and I have been eating a lot of finger foods, consumed our share of alcoholic beverages, and cut up the dance floor for the past few hours. It's almost midnight. My grandma's bodyguard comes to me and drags me away. All he said was, "It's time for the auction." I stand beside the stage as Grams walks out to the microphone. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming tonight and for the generosity with your donations. Let's get right to it. She waits for the applause from the crowd to calm down. I stand here with knots in my stomach. I have to parade myself out there in this dress in front of hundreds of people. I hope it's raised enough money for the knots to go away. Grandma announced all the winners. I wasn't paying much attention until Porter taps my shoulder. I go out on stage when she calls my name. Don't trip, Sierra. Don't trip. Sierra goes through my mind until I'm standing right next to her. As some of you know, we held an auction for my granddaughter Sierra's designer evening gown. She stops talking again for an applause. With the bid of $3,400, William Stone is the winner of this lovely dress. It's one of a kind. She laughs. I sure hope it's for that beautiful wife of yours. Wow, my dress made the most money. That's exciting. I'm about to walk off the stage when my Grams grabs my hand. Now the results of the other silent auction. My head snaps when I quickly look at Grams. What is she talking about? There are 10 lucky men who get to date my granddaughter Sierra. Huh? What the fuck is she talking about? I free my hand from hers and run off stage. How could she do this to me? She knows I'm with Hunter. Porter calls out my name, but I keep walking away as fast as I can with these damn heels. I get to the exit and Graham's bodyguard stops me. I try to push past him, but he isn't letting me go. I have instructions to take you into the house. Millie will be right in. I stop fighting him. Good, because she's about to get a piece of my mind. I look at Porter. You are coming with me. I may need backup. Why would your grandmother do this to you? I have no idea. It's probably because she hates Hunter. Did you hear those names she dropped? Some of those guys are very well known. They are rich and high-profile men, Sierra. Exactly why I don't want to date them. Does Grams really think I'm dating 10 different men? That is what she meant, right? Yes, darling, that is what I meant. Porter, if you'll excuse us, I need time with Sierra alone. I frown when he leaves. He's supposed to be my backup. Let's have a seat. What the hell were you thinking when you went behind my back to play Cupid? I have a boyfriend, Grams. I'm thinking about your future, Sierra. That boy you are dating is not Verbank material. It's time you find a man suitable to be your husband. I am not getting any younger, and I need to know who will take care of you after I'm gone. I think I have plenty of time before you die. I think I'm capable of finding my own husband. How do you know if I want to marry Hunter or not? You've never asked. Do you want to marry that boy? Yes, I do. Someday. If you marry that boy, I will strip you of the MV branding and all the money that goes with it. I will not allow my beautiful, smart granddaughter to marry a gold digger. He wants you for the wrong reasons and not for the right reasons. What do you consider the right reason? Power, money, or a known name? Love, Sierra. Hunter doesn't love you. How do you know? You don't even talk to him. And where is he tonight? I lie. He got held up at work. Is that what he told you? She goes over to her desk. She gets her tablet. I want to run and cry when I see the screen. Work, huh? It looks more like a college party to me. I finally sit down before I fall down. No wonder he didn't show. Happy damn New Year to me. These weren't the fireworks I was talking about with Porter. You are going to take the next 12 months off from work. You will date each man for 1 month. You will only communicate with the man you're dating in that month. When November hits, you will pick who you want to marry and have a December wedding. And if I don't, your inheritance will go to charity. Oh, please make this a reverse harem and she marries all of them. Please, I'm begging you. Because it's not too late. All the women on here are begging you. I just want to put that in there. You are taking the next 12 months off from work. You will date each man for 1 month. You will only communicate with that one man you are dating in that month. When November hits, you will pick who you want to marry and have a December wedding. And if I don't, your inheritance will go to charity. I'm sorry, Sierra, but I have no choice. I need to know you will be taken care of when I leave this world. These men are good men. I did background checks on them all. I spoke with their ex-girlfriends to know they treat women well. I'll give you until 7 in the morning for your decision. She leaves and I burst into tears. How could she do this to me? I cannot believe this is the grandma who raised me. I don't care about money. I can make my own. My dress tonight proved that. My sales for the last 10 years are evidence enough. I can stand on my own 2 feet. I don't know what to do. My grams means the world to me. I love it when I get a voice right. Chapter 2, Sierra. I ran from my grandma's mansion as fast as I could last night. How could she do this to me? Putting me in her silent auction like I'm a cow ready for slaughter. I am flabbergasted she'd do this to me. I truly don't understand the meaning behind it. Yeah, I get she doesn't like Hunter, but that isn't a reason to put my heart in her game. You are not supposed to play games with people's hearts, let alone their lives. It's just wrong. I've always held my grandmother high on a pedestal. She demanded respect, and I gave it to her freely. After all, she earned it over all the years of being my family, my friend, and my mentor. She took me under her wing and kept me safe when my mother's wings were broken. I am so hurt that Grams would do this. My heart truly hurts. It's not about the MV branding, the money, and all the materialistic shit. It's about respect and my freedom to love who I am. She doesn't have to like, talk, or associate herself in any way with Hunter. She just needs to let me be with who I want. Porter chased after me and hopped into the limousine with me last night. I wanted to be alone. He wasn't having it. He sat next to me, rubbing my back while I cried into his lap. He didn't try to talk me into going along with Graham's scheming ways. He was just there for moral support by sitting next to me, letting me deal with things my way. When I got the bright idea to find Hunter and confront him, Porter didn't try and talk me out of it, even though I could tell he thought it was a bad idea. When Hunter was nowhere to be found, we went back to my apartment above my boutique. I cried some more. Hell, I cried until the sun came up. It wasn't until it was close to the time I had to meet with Grams that he asked his first question. What are you going to do? I told him the only answer I knew. I don't know. Here it is, 7 in the morning, and I'm arriving at Grams. I still don't know what I'm going to do. The car pulls up in front of her mansion. The driver she sent for me puts the car in park, then comes to let me out. I walk up to her front steps with puffy, blurry eyes. The butler is there, ready to greet me as always. He tells me where I should go to meet Grams. I want to scream. I get halfway to the kitchen and I want to turn around and run. Somehow my feet keep moving in the direction of the kitchen, though. I enter the kitchen and Grams is at the breakfast table having her tea and whole wheat toast. It's always the same breakfast for her. When she hears my footsteps on her marbled flooring, she looks at me. I think my appearance shocks her. I don't really care if she doesn't like my messy bun, puffy eyes, and cheap fuzzy PJs. Let's not forget about my slippers that desperately need to be replaced. Come, sit and have some tea. I plop down in the empty seat across from her. I put my elbow on the table and lean my chin on my hand. What flavor tea are you having, Ms. Verbank? I won't be having tea. How about a whiskey on the rocks? Grams isn't happy with me. Good, because I'm not happy with her either. She'll have chamomile. Just because I feel rebellious, I say, I'll have saffron, thanks. I take it you did not sleep last night. No, Grams, I did not. It was quite difficult after being auctioned off at the beef cattle farm. Oh, stop it, Sierra. You act like this is a horrible thing. Have you once stopped and thought about the adventure and the possibility of finding the love of your life? No, because I already have a boyfriend whom I love. You mean that 35-year-old at a college party last night? That one? If you're talking about Hunter, then yes, that one. The servant puts my tea on the table. Would you like a muffin? They were baked this morning for you. No, thank you. Oh, see, I thought it was like a male servant, so I've been doing a male voice. So we're going to change his name. Box them up for her, please. Kyle. Throwing a name out there. Will do, ma'am. Sierra, you know I've always given you the freedom to be who you want. I have never overstepped when I didn't always agree with your choices. You work long, crazy hours. I get that because you learned it from me. Now that retirement has set in, I realized how much fun I missed out on. You are young and vibrant still. It's time you let loose in everything that is out there. Honestly, there's a whole world of stuff to do besides fashion. You didn't need to sell my soul for me to do other things. Sweetheart, the adventures are more fun when you do them with someone you love. Grams, I don't even love these men. I don't even know who the fuck they are. Watch your mouth in my home. I'm dying to know something. How much was the price tag to date me for a month? That doesn't matter. It went to charity. Were all 10 men the high bidders? Yes, but they also are the ones I had at top of my list. How many Grams? How many wanted to buy me? 55. I cover my face with my hands. You're a hot item to sell. I had to put a limit on how many I do wish to see you married this decade. Do you hear yourself? You are proud of how many men wanted to purchase me, as if my earrings are a price tag dangled from my ear. You are losing your damn mind. I am proud that decent men want you. You are a remarkable young lady that deserves the best. These men are the best. I didn't just pick any guys off the tree. I made sure not to touch the rotten apples, so to speak. Oh my goodness, Grandma. I've wanted the best for you since the moment you were born. Just because you are an adult doesn't mean that stops. I've never steered you wrong before, and I'm not starting now. Just trust me and have some fun. Take each adventure as it comes. If you find love along the way, who cares how you were led there? By adventures, do you mean fuck each guy? Take that, Grams. Sierra Mae Verbank. You are not too old to get that mouth of yours washed out with soap. She wiggles in her seat like she's Blanche from the Golden Girls. Her voice changes as well. What you do in bed and with whom is nobody's damn business. So I have your blessing to have sex with all 10. Duly noted, Grams. So when do the adventures begin? I'm sexually deprived. She rolls her eyes. Your plane leaves at noon. I jump up from the table. What? Sweetheart, sit down. Life is short and there's a world out there ready for you to explore. I wrote down everything you need to know. She gets up and gets a plastic 3-ring binder from the counter. She opens it, puts on her reading glasses, and starts reading. You are flying off to California where you will meet Denise Gibovic at the airport. She is Malcolm Miller's assistant. She will be taking you to his home. Katie, you get over it. Don't worry about it. Sometimes I like to change things up a little bit just to spice it up a little. Not really. I just goofed up on that one. Who is Malcolm Miller? Your boyfriend for a month. What does he do and why did you pick him? He's a white hat hacker. He's super intelligent. A geeky nerd? Thanks, Grams. But wait till you see him. Meow. Sounds like you should adventure with him while I'm run my store. Nonsense. He wouldn't know what to do with this cougar. Grams laughs and I can't help but laugh too. We best get you cleaned up. You have a plane to catch. I have packing to do. No, you don't. Isn't that great? Malcolm is taking you shopping. In fact, they all are. You are luggage free for the next 10 months. I cover my face with my hands. My fingers part, and I peek at my grandma through them. She is sitting across from me with a giant smile on her face. I can't believe I'm doing this. I must be as crazy as she is. Graham's best hope this nerdy dude is worth my time. The beginning could be the end of my grandma's game if I absolutely hate it more than I already do. How's everybody liking it? Good? Oh, don't praise him. It's me doing all of it, all the work here. He's just sitting back and enjoying the show. Chapter 3, Malcolm. How's this voice for Malcolm, girls? I spend most of my days and nights working. If I'm not working, I'm probably enjoying a night out with some friends. I tend to lay low. I'm not a person who likes the club scene anymore. I did when I was younger, but not so much now. One day, I told myself it was time to buckle down and grow up. I did that by working hard. I made a name for myself and became one of the best damn white hat hackers there is. The problem with working long hours and being as dedicated as I am, it doesn't leave much room for dating. What is a white hat hacker? Somebody please explain that to me. The problem with working long hours and being as dedicated as I am, it doesn't leave much room for dating. I do want to have someone to come home to after a long day of work. I want those kids that jump up and down because daddy came home. I keep telling myself to relax a little and find that one special girl. I made myself a lot of money. I don't need to pull the long hours that I do, yet I haven't slowed down at all. I was working a 14-hour day when my mother came to see me. She wasn't too thrilled with me because I'd missed the dinner she had planned the weekend before. My work interfered with her dinner. She put a gift box on my desk and slid it closer to me. It wasn't Christmas yet, nor was it my birthday. She told me to open it with much excitement in her voice. I opened the box and took out a portfolio. That's when I saw Sierra Verbank for the first time. My mother explained to me that Sierra's grandmother is doing a silent auction. At first, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. That's ludicrous. Who would do that? I told my mother there was no way I was partaking in such a thing. What person in their right mind would bid on a woman just to spend a month with her? I wasn't that hard up for dates. I slid the portfolio back across my desk. Malcolm, you need to start thinking about finding a wife. All you do is work. I'm not going to find a wife by dating her for a month. And why is it only a month anyway? Because you won't be the only one bidding on her. Millie is taking 10 men's bids. That's hard to say. 10 men's bids. Wait a minute. Let me get this clear. If I win, I get her for a month, then she goes off to be with someone else? Yeah, I guess. What's wrong with the girl? Nothing, Malcolm. Millie just wants her to find love. She's like you. She's like you, all work and no play. I'm sorry, Mom, but I won't be doing this. Why not? What do you have to lose? Have you thought about if I end up liking the girl? Where does that leave my feelings when she leaves to go off and date some other dude? I sure as hell don't want to sit here and lick my wounds because she left. But you'll never know if she's the one if you don't try. She could pick you in the end. Mom, if I'm the first guy, there are 9 more men behind me ready to dazzle her. 9 months with other men. If it's true love, sweetie, 9 whatevers won't matter. She'll come back if the love is real. What if she falls in love with you and you don't love her back? It's a risk for everyone involved, including her. Sorry, I'm not doing this. My mother didn't stick around much longer after that. She left disappointed that I wouldn't bid on some girl. She left the portfolio on my desk. I picked it up and put it in a drawer. It wasn't until 3 days later that I took it back out and started reading everything inside. I couldn't deny that she's a gorgeous woman. She's independently wealthy and a workaholic like myself. I wonder why she agreed to date 10 men. Why not less or make it a full 12? That's when I found the reason. Sierra has 1 month to choose which man she wants to be with and then have a December wedding. That's the moment I started thinking about the possibility of love and marriage. Oh, right. Now I got the Married with Children theme in my head. Love and marriage. My mom was right. It could be me. I questioned myself if that would work. At the end of the day, I couldn't do it. I put that gift my mother gave me back in the drawer. I left work and went home. I couldn't sleep that night. I couldn't put my finger on what was nagging at me. The next day, I went to my office at 5 in the morning. I took one last look at everything inside the portfolio. There it was in the middle, the charity. The charity is something close to my heart. I didn't hesitate. I picked up the phone and dialed the number. I listened to the directions and gave my reply. I didn't know if I bid high enough. At that second, it didn't much matter. I gave my donation. I hung up the phone, thinking about what I did, pleased with myself that I gave to charity, and actually excited that I might get to know Sierra. That was 3 weeks ago. Today is the day that Sierra arrives. I am the first guy. I didn't want to be the first. If I like Sierra, I'm going to need to leave a lasting impression on her. 9 months is a long time to forget about me. It's a long time for me to sit and wait to see if she wants to be with me as well. I was hoping to be somewhere in the middle. It is what it is. I have to make the best of it. I woke up this morning and got dressed as normal. When I was done getting dressed, I looked at myself in the mirror. Maybe jeans and a t-shirt isn't what I should wear. I'm going for the lasting impression after all. I get a sweater from my closet and put that on instead. There, that's better. I trade out my Converse for my combat boots. I'm not sure what look I'm going for. Fashion isn't my thing. Sierra might have a field day with my wardrobe. If I don't get the girl, at least I might get some style. Before I leave for work, I check the guest bedroom one last time. I'm not really sure why. I had my cleaner make up the room yesterday. There's new bedding on the bed because I have never had it set up before. No one's ever used that room before. The room had furniture in it since I moved in, but that's as far as I ever got with it. I leave the door open on my way out. I grab my laptop bag off the kitchen island and head out. I would have loved to greet Sierra myself, but I have work that I must attend to. I had it scheduled before I bought a girlfriend for a month. All right, y'all, one more chapter. We'll let them meet, and then we're going to hang her up. You guys are crazy. Okay, just curious. Thank you, Michael. Psst. Girls, no slobber on the floor now. Come on. Don't get Nina wound up either. Because I guarantee you there's not a spot on there she ain't licked already. Chapter 4, Sierra. For the life of me, I can't figure out why I am on this plane ready to go meet some guy who bought me for a month. Gramps made sure I was on this plane to California. I'm sure I could have outrun her once we got to the airport, but I didn't even try. What does that say about me? Am I that lonely? Do I not love Hunter as I thought, or is it payback for him ghosting me? I haven't figured out why I'm not doing this. Maybe I'm bored with my life. I work long hours. When Hunter and I are together, it's basically Netflix, movies, and a pizza. We have sex occasionally, and then he goes home. What young 20-somethings only have sex occasionally? That's weird. He rarely ever spends the entire night with me. My flight is only a few hours long. I have my earbuds in because I'm not getting stuck in a conversation with the person next to me. I make sure my seatbelt is tight. I am not a big fan of flying. I'm good once I'm in the air, but the takeoff always spikes my anxiety. I should have bought a book in the bookstore. At least that would have kept my mind a little busy for takeoff. I just love flying, the woman next to me says. I have two options here. One, I could ignore her because clearly she doesn't see my earbuds, or two, answer her. That could lead to a full-blown conversation that I don't want to have. I don't like being a bitch to people, but I'm not really in the mood for chit-chatting. I move the cord to my earbuds, hoping she pays attention. Oh, damn it. I don't care for it. Oh, are you nervous? A little bit. I giggle. I have this habit of giggling when I'm pissed off, being sarcastic, or feeling I'm being verbally attacked. You should put some music on. Put your head back, close your eyes, and picture being somewhere you've always wanted to go. I giggle again. You are totally right. I show her my earbuds and put them in. She taps me on the arm. You need to put your phone in airplane mode. I did. This isn't hooked to my phone. gosh, I'm not an idiot. I just don't like flying. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I give her a thumbs up. This flight can end quickly enough. Sadly, we haven't even left land. Now that I'm back on the ground, I wish I were back in the air. I have to walk through the terminal and find a lady holding a sign with my name on it. I follow the rest of the people and start looking for her, for where I have to go. I've never done this on my own before. I've always traveled with my grandma or porter. I just tagged along with them. Now I wish I'd paid more attention. I see people up ahead meeting their loved ones, friends, or whatever they are. I start looking for the lady. When I don't see her, I follow the signs for the information desk. I don't have to bother with getting my luggage as I don't have any. I spot the lady. She sees me and smiles. Sierra Burbank? Hello, Denise Gibovic, right? Yes! How was the flight? It was all right. Good to hear. Are you ready to get out of here? I am. Great. Our car is waiting. I walk beside her and watch her out of the corner of my eye. I don't want her to know I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. We get outside and sure enough, the car is waiting. We get into town. Okay, should be good. My battery's running low, so. We get outside and sure enough, the car is waiting. We get into a town car, and Denise offers me a drink. I could use one to settle my nerves, but I decline. She then tells me Mr. Miller is at the office and we'll be going there first. How far away is that? Half an hour if traffic doesn't slow us down. A million little questions start entering my mind. Who is Malcolm? What is wrong with him that he pays for a month-long girlfriend? Is he leaving the office when we get there? Do I call him Malcolm or Mr. Miller? You know what? I changed my mind. I'll have a drink after all. Nerves setting in? Oh, no, they won't set in. No. Oh, no, they set in a while ago. They are just intensified now. She laughs. Mr. Miller is a cool guy. He's very laid back. I'm sure you two will get along just fine. Just don't let his intelligence intimidate you. I know nothing about him besides his name and occupation. Oh, I guess you are going into this as a blind date, she giggles. That's it. I was fishing for info here. Isn't there like some girl code here? Come on, Denise, give me the goods. Tell me all about my blind date. She gets on her phone. I can't help but wonder if it's about me. She's reporting back to her boss. Is she telling him I am not worth the money he spent on me? Goodness, maybe she's telling him I'm not his cup of tea. I hate this. I hate that I have to do this all over again in a month. I'm going to have a nervous breakdown by the time I'm done with this bullshit Grams is putting me through. I let Mr. Miller know we will be there shortly. He's looking forward to meeting you. Why did he do this? That, my dear, is a question you will have to ask him. I turn my head and watch out the window. I hold this drink in my hand that I haven't touched. I don't think my nerves could handle anything in my stomach right now. I would be embarrassed if I had to run to the restroom and vomit. That would not make for a very good first impression. I briefly look at Denise. She sits quietly next to me doing something on her phone again. It's the first time I really have taken in her appearance. She wears jean capri pants, a white blouse with white tennis shoes. Her outfit, oh, you said tennis shoes. That's an age giveawayer. Her outfit is surprising for being an assistant. I would have thought she'd be a little more dressed up. This tells me maybe Malcolm is cool as she said he is. It gets dark in the car. I take a gander at where we are. Denise touches my hand that is squeezing the seat. Relax, Malcolm isn't going to bite. She laughs, for now at least. She smiles. Yes, I caught what that comment was intended to say. I just smile back. We enter the building, and the woman at the first desk says hello to Denise. Meanwhile, her eyeballs are ogling me. I take it everyone must know I am with Malcolm. We take an elevator up one level. Mr. Miller prefers taking the stairs. He put in the elevator just for me because I have a bad knee. That was considerate. See, he's a nice guy. He won't bite. She knocks on his door before entering. Mr. Miller, how are you today? I'm good, Denise. I get a look at Mr. Miller, and all I can think, what the hell was Grams thinking? This guy is old enough to be my father. I'm dating a Q-tip for a month. This is not happening. Hello, he says to me. My mouth is suddenly dry. I clear my throat. Hello? This is Sierra Verbank. We are stopping in to see Malcolm. My head snaps. What? This isn't Malcolm? Who is this? Malcolm went down the hall, something about the printer. I let out a breath of air. Gee, give me a heart attack. Grams was just about to get one hell of an earful. Hello, Sierra. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. Grams was right. Meow. Mr. Miller. Hello, Mr. Miller. Shit, I meant to say that. Hello, Mr. Miller. Oh, wait a minute. You messing me up here, Ma. Okay, I let out a breath. Gee, give me a heart attack. Grams was just about to get one hell of an earful. Hello, Sierra. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. Grams was right. Meow. Hello, Mr. Miller. Shit, I meant to say that out loud. Hello, Mr. Miller. Call me Malcolm, please. I smile. I just need about 5 minutes with my father. Then we can sit and talk, if that's all right with you. That's fine. We have a full month to talk, right? That was a very dumb thing to say. Get a grip, Sierra. Malcolm winks at me. Damn, was that panty melting? I would fan myself if Denise wasn't staring at me. See, this is where the fans come in handy, Michael. Why don't you come have a seat? Would you like a drink of water, tea, or coffee while you wait? Got anything stronger? Mr. Miller might have a bottle of wine around here somewhere. Water is fine. She leaves me alone in Malcolm's office. Is it bad that my curiosity is going rampant and I want to look through his stuff? I better sit down on the love seat before my hands start being nosy. Has it been 5 minutes yet? I spot a door and I wonder if it's a restroom. I haven't had a chance to freshen up yet. I walk softly across the floor as if I'm a kid that doesn't want to be yelled at for snooping. I get my hand on the knob ready to open it. Are you looking for an escape already? Shit. No. I shake my head. I figured this might be a restroom. Well, you guessed right. He smiles and winks at me again. This might be a very long month. I don't date men as good looking as he is. Did you need to use it or just checking the place out? Oh, I definitely need to use it. He snickers and I quickly get the door open and lock myself inside. Putting my back to the door. Get a grip, Sierra. You are making yourself look like a fool. I rush over to the sink. I turn the water on, ready to cool myself off. I stop. I don't have any makeup with me. If I smudge what I do have on, I turn the water off. I catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror. Good gravy, my clothes are wrinkled from the flight. There's nothing I can do about it without having luggage. I tell myself, put your big girl pants on and go talk to the man waiting for you. Stop trying to find reasons to stall. Unlock the door and exit the bathroom. Malcolm is leaning on his desk with a tablet in his hand. I walk toward him. When he notices me, he places it on the desk. He stands and reaches out a hand. Hi, I'm Malcolm Miller. Hi, I'm Sierra Verbank. Let's have a seat. We sit on the love seat. How was your flight? It was okay. I have an unexpected meeting in an hour. I asked Denise to take you shopping if you aren't too tired. I do need clothes unless I want to sleep in my birthday suit. Please tell me I didn't say that out loud. I prefer to sleep that way, but if you feel the need for sleepwear, I guess shopping it is. My expression must say it all. He laughs. I do own some. I suppose I'll have to wear them when we have breakfast. I swallow. How long is your meeting? A couple of hours, I'm afraid. We'll meet up at my home later. Okay. Malcolm gets up, goes to his desk and gets his wallet from one of the drawers. He comes back to where I am and hands me his black credit card. Buy whatever you need. Tomorrow we will be attending a formal dinner. A cocktail dress will be needed. I have my own money. That's not part of the rules. What do you mean? I'm not allowed to use my own money? No, you're not. Why? Because I can take care of all your needs and so can the others. Your grandmother wants to show you we are willing to give you everything your heart desires. I can do that for myself. I'm sure you can. It's not about that. It's about showing you security. Financially being stable is just one thing we can all offer you. So, you know the rest of the guys? Some. Why did you do this? It's a great charity. Oh, he laughs. Because I think you are beautiful and couldn't help but wanting to know you. His phone rings. Excuse me. I keep my eyes on him going I keep my eyes on him going to his desk. By that, I mean his ass. I watch him talk to whoever's on the other line. I am surprised by the way he's dressed. He wears black jeans and a gray polo style sweater with a little zipper at the collar. He has on combat boots that are loosely tied. I would have thought a businessman as he would be in a suit and tie. Malcolm announces he has to get to his meeting. He holds out a hand for me to take as I get to my feet. He leans in and kisses my cheek. I'll see you at home. That sounded weird to hear a man say. See you in a while. Are we staying in or dining out? Denise has made us reservations at 12 al dente. Italian? It's the best place to eat near my home. I have to go. I nod my head. I wait for Denise to come back. That didn't go too bad, right? He seems like a guy I could get along with. All right, y'alls. That's all I'm reading. So, Cindy Lou Who, can you give all the deets on this? I know it's on KU, but I have no idea how much if they don't have KU and all that fun stuff. Thank you, Dee. Nina, go buy the book and hush. Michael will appreciate it. He's got youngins to feed. All righty. So I got Jackie over here. She was grocery shopping and missed it. Dipwad. All right. Tomorrow night I have Carly Davis. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what I'm going to be reading of hers. I don't know if she's finished the book she wanted me to read. So got to figure out what's going on there. But it will be by Carly something. And we all know that those are mandatory hot flash kits. Girls, please remind me to grab my toy before tomorrow night. Michael, Cindy Lou Who, D, y'all come back anytime now. You don't have to just come back on his one night a month now. Come back anytime. We all have a good time when Carly's in the house, so. Jackie's kids had jiu-jitsu, she says, or however you spell it. So, all righty. Y'all have a great day. Yeah, I'm sure they do eat a lot, Michael. And Pray for our nation. I'm not getting political here because we all have a side, but just pray for our nation. It's and the family of that woman that was killed today. So let's just pray for our nation, okay? All right, y'all. Love you and have a good evening and go read. Happy reading.